Hello everybody. So today I had a quick draw, which is not great. I should really play on. I felt very nervous for the game. I don't know why. I think when I lose, I don't feel nervous at all. But um, when I win games, so I had a good day yesterday. When I win, I actually get more nervous because I just start to wonder what I can achieve, and I'm probably more afraid of success than I am a failure, probably because I'm used to failure. I'm not afraid of failure anymore. I'm used to failing in life, but success is not easily gained. So I was playing against younger guy called Alex Golding. Well, they're all younger than me, more or less. He's a very promising player. I think he was very good as a junior, and he kind of plateaued for a bit. But recently, he's had another surge, and he's maybe even got a GM norm. He said he got an IM norm, maybe potentially going to be an IM very soon, and seems very talented. He's beaten a number of GMs recently, so obviously a draw is not a bad result at all. But it's just I generally prefer nowadays not to have quick draws, only because in the past it's kind of harmed me. I wouldn't say it's particularly harmed me today because um, there was no prize money in our section, so I couldn't win a prize. So the only thing I'm playing for is rating. Same for my opponent. It probably made more sense him having a quick draw in a way because it meant he could get away. I think he lives down south somewhere. Anyway, so I drew that game. I was actually thinking about offering a draw before he offered, partly because I just wanted to get away. I was just tired and fed up with the tournament by this point. And I was, as I said, I was nervous. I was kind of worried about losing. And wanted to see where I was. If sometimes you offer a draw because then you know where you are and you know how your opponent's thinking. But yeah, I generally don't believe in quick draws. But yeah, just anyway, the opening was interesting. I've had that opening recently against Debogats, who was playing in the Open, and I played him in Bruges, and we played that line, and Golding kind of said he made it up at the board, which is understandable because a lot of Black's moves are fairly obvious. But eventually, I think the way that Black equalises from the position that we got is to play c5 and then play d5 eventually. And when I take on d5, try and take on d4. And when I take out a pawn, then go d5, and then you're basically equal. If white goes b4 to go c5, I think you can go c5 anyway. So white could try and play pawn to b4 in some position, so that after c5 and black takes on d4 and then goes d5, you then have the move c5, which is annoying for black. But if white was to do that, if white was to go b4, I think you just put the pawn on c5 and then d5, and then when white takes on d5, you take on d4. Very important move. I guess you could take on c5 as well. It's a slightly confusing position, but basically the pawn breaks are probably going to sort black out there with c5 and d5. It's probably quite close to equal, I would say, if black knows what he's doing. But yeah, there's no reason to agree a draw there, obviously, because white is slightly better. It's more the circumstances of the event. But overall, I wouldn't really look back at that game as being a bad result. More the other games, some of the games early in the tournament. Obviously, the game against Soham La Hoya was a bit shocking. He played very well, but the finish was shocking. So basically, I come back from there. I think overall the event went very well. It was very well run by Tim Wall. I would just say that the only way it would obviously can be improved, very honestly, is it's something to do. They've got to do something about this Germans, and we don't want Germans in this day and age. And having to stop your game to go to another room because the games are going on too long. I think ideally a tournament now would be either 9 games in 9 days, but that's expensive and a lot of people don't want to take that much time off. But if you only have a week off, then you could have 9 games in 7 days. So you've only then got 2 games where there's 2 games a day. And you could even legitimately maybe start the game slightly earlier. But I think the problem was with the centre they were using, which is a very good venue. Sometimes it didn't open till 10, and then they wanted to shut it earlier. So that's an issue as well. But yeah, so basically, I feel like I've shaken the rust off now. I'm feeling good about my chess. My next tournament is going to be the Riviera Congress, which is starting this Saturday, this coming Saturday. So I'm going to go down. I want to play as much chess as possible and just keep playing because that's the way to stay in form. I've just deduced. And one of the problems that I've had over the last few years is I haven't played enough chess. And it's cost me because a lot of times I've been rusty. If I keep playing a lot, then I'm going to play a lot of tournaments over the next few months, next few weeks, and hopefully win a classical tournament or two, which would be very nice. Maybe win a rapid play somewhere like a blitz tournament. This is what I'm aiming for. I would like to play in the European Championships, but that's going to be very expensive to play in. Not easy to get there as well from where I live. I could consider playing that as well. Maybe also European Rapid and Blitz. So yeah, generally the future is very bright. I mean, hopefully I can get to a decent rating. Slightly disappointed I lost rating points there, but I'm still running comfortably over 2400. I think if I stay in this kind of form, I'm not going to dip below 2400. So anyway, that is the final update from the tournament in Darlington. Generally went very well, but I'll certainly be back next year if I get invited.